Well, despite picking up the pace patching potholes, Lansing city officials are struggling to keep up with demand. Workers have been devoting more time to fixing the roads, but as our Ashley Graham shows us, crews can't fill those holes fast enough, and she's here for you now in our newsroom. And Ashley, you've been crunching some numbers for us. What'd you find out?
Well, Siobhan, we know potholes aren't the only issue facing Michigan's roads, but I think we can all agree fixing them would be a start. And city and state officials are hard at work over the issue. Earlier, we asked the city of Lansing for a list of all the pothole complaints they've received since the beginning of 2017. Now, here's part of the result. I didn't want to kill too many trees, but it's safe to say they've been busy. Nearly every day of the year, the city of Lansing works through a never-ending list of potholes. In 2017, they got just under 1,300 pothole complaints in the city, and as of Halloween this year, the number doubled to more than 2,400. That's more than 200 potholes per month. Public Service Director Andy Kilpatrick says that number jumped partially because of a new online reporting tool, but in general,
we would expect that as the condition of the roads deteriorates, the number of pothole requests and number of potholes we fill will continue to go up.
The city gets to all of those complaints, but it usually takes them at least a day, and they've devoted most of their resources away from other projects to deal with potholes. Most of the funding for those projects comes from the state gas tax, which Kilpatrick says hasn't gone up in 20 years. He says the city needs that money.
We might need up to an 80-cent increase, and that's really just because over time we have not been keeping up with the cost of inflation, and the roads get worse, and so the fixes become more and more expensive the longer we wait to have sufficient funding for roads and other infrastructure.
The city can't raise its own gas tax to fix the issue. That power lies with state lawmakers and Governor Gretchen Whitmer, who says she's still trying to find solutions.
This Republican-led legislature didn't want to fix the roads, despite all what they said out in the public, and so I'm going to proceed because we can't wait. This is a crisis looming, and as we get close to next spring, it's going to be the worst pothole season in history.
Now, this afternoon, I asked viewers on social media how many they thought the city had received in that time frame. No one guessed exactly right, but I think we can all agree they're hoping to get that number down to 0 as soon as possible.